Today we have with us a veteran in music, someone who's brought dancehall around the world. Mr. Vegas, welcome to the show.
Yeah, man, thanks for having me on the show. It's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure having
Yes,
you.
I.
Yeah, man, much respect, Vegas.
Yes, brother.
When they leading up to that show, you know, made a chat with our brethren and them did I say, boy, you know, so enough people don't really know some of the things them with Vegas do. Enough place you go on them things.
Right.
Do you think Jamaicans give you the respect that you deserve?
Yeah, man, maximum respect because you have to understand that it started here. You understand? This is a breaking ground, and it's the hardest place to break.
Which is right.
You understand?
You
So
know that already.
So, if you check it out since 1997,
Yeah.
when I came out with Nike and Heads Eye and Hands Up and Sucky Ducky and them tune there,
Yeah.
you know, the Jamaican people then put the stamp of approval on it. So that, you know, let Mr. Vegas excel to the next level where I could go international and perform for any audience. Because when you perform here in Jamaica and please this audience, you know, you can go anywhere go perform, especially when you go to a show like Sting and Sumfest Dance All Night. When you rock them crowd there, you can rock any crowd in the world.
Yeah, man, them crowded.
So you know, it's not like not getting the right props or anything like that still. And I kind of like the way it is still because it's no pressure.
Which is right.
You understand?
So you're comfortable with the acceptance and recognition that Jamaica
Yeah,
give you.
man.
You
Yeah,
feel
man.
the love when you go out the road.
Yeah, man, big time because here what go on now. If you must focus on the negativity, you understand, then you will not get to where you want to get to. You understand? Because remember where you're coming from. Where am I coming from? I'm coming from sleeping on floor, not having food. You know, see my mother. You know, saw my mother washing people clothes and stuff like that. So, for me to be able to take my mom from around people clothes, you know, uplift myself now to a level where I can take care of my kids in certain ways where my old man didn't take care of me.
For sure.
That itself is a blessing.
It's a blessing.
So I can't complain.
It's a big
Man, I am blessed.
Which is right, which is right. So taking us back to the beginning now, how
Right.
did you get your first bus? What prompted Mr. Vegas?
Well, actually, you know, I started hanging out with Dan Youth. Dan Youth took me to Jeremy Harding. I recorded Nike here on a broken jawbone. You know, some guy used a piece of iron to break my jawbone one evening.
Wow.
And I think that setback, you know, allowed me to find my sound. You understand? And when I went to the studio the day to sing for Jeremy Harding, Sean Paul, former manager, on the playground rhythm and Beanie Man had Zim Zim and the rhythm was just kicking. Cabra was on the rhythm and
Classic.
yeah, man, Spragga Benz and the rhythm. I was like, yeah, man, I have to make that
Textbook
rhythm here, man.
dancehall
I have to
rhythm.
make it.
Yeah.
You know, so I had the rhythm when my mouth was wired shut, and I just start vibing, and then
Also, are you Kanye West Steve from?
yeah, my job on the bit, you know, was broken first, you know. So yeah, man, yeah, through the wire. So I basically sang through the wire. Yes, I.
So, all right. Speaking about genres and all of these things now, people know there's a gospel side of Vegas, right?
Right.
All
Most
right,
definitely.
but there's a broke it down, hardcore Vegas fans them, right? So, is it that for the people who are worried or concerned, is it that we're not going to get no more broke it down type songs from Vegas? Where's that whole status of things right now? Where you there with the writing process?
Well, check it out. Check this out. You see, spirituality is different from being religious.
Okay.
You understand? And I've always been a spiritual person. You understand? So I praise God straight. No matter what, no matter which song Mr. Vegas I write, no matter which song Mr. Vegas I sing. Because you have to understand that, you know, it's a joy to see the women enjoying themselves.
Definitely.
You understand?
When that song plays,
we're not going
that
to say
one.
woman a wine to I am blessed.
True.
But more want to see the girls them wine.
Okay.
You understand?
So
that's
Mr.
why
Vegas still wants to see the girls.
Oh, you mean the African thing, brother?
Alright.
You mean that comes straight out of Africa, and the problem with us as a people, we try to neglect where we're coming from. And we embrace others, you know, religion and others' doctrine. And we enforce it, you know, in such a way where people are afraid to even represent them true self. You understand? But it's a joy to see the girls, and people don't even understand that just the ladies, them gyrating them waistline, what that is doing to their spine. You know, them think the medically, you know, is good for them.
Whining is good for you.
Yes,
Dr. Vegas, him got
yeah, man, as long as the lyrics clean, man, you understand me? I say, because what? My girl whine and bubble, you know what? Gotta go train her hell for that?
So you think
I
it's
don't think so.
More of a cultural thing more than a religious thing.
Yeah, man, my thing, I represent my culture straight, you know, ever since, you know, I say, yo, you know what, me's a spiritual person, a more spiritual person, and, you know, some call it Christianity. So me I say, me not too dig religion, so me not really embrace that. So me I say,
Okay, so you're not in the title, you don't want to get labeled
no,
as a
no,
Christian.
no. The creator never, no tell nobody who must be Christian or Muslim or Buddha or Buddhist or whatever you want to call it. The creator is just one creator. He create the universe, create everything, give us everything to enjoy. So for me, that is just my personal belief still. The creator never tell nobody to be religious. You understand? Just enjoy.
A lot of people are go take the argument there.
Well,
Still in Vegas.
well, of course, and I would love them too. And like that was a face-to-face conversation.
Alright.
So them can show me where the creator said to be religious.
True.
You understand?
Alright, we'll go
A
back.
religious
We'll do some
religion.
homework on that one.
You see, if you go
No,
religious,
it's true.
you go say religion.
Alright.
You understand what I say? And religion is what causes division.
True.
You understand?
Segregation.
So everybody say God talk to them and look how much different religion you have. So God is telling everybody if you have a different religion, when it's
Right.
one God. You see what I
One
say?
God, so one God.
One creator create the whole thing.
And no religion.
I
Yes,
agree
sir.
with
No
you, Vegas.
religion,
I agree.
no way segregation, no
Segregation,
division, no what you call it,
Togetherness.
denomination, no
Togetherness
discrimination.
and oneness.
Them two, listen, man, them rhyme too much to me for my comfort. You understand?
Too similar.
Yeah, man. But of course, you know, people are gonna argue back and forth with this for days. And I can go back and forth with this for
Thousands of
days.
years.
I can tell them, I can tell people that who are embracing religion, say, let's go to Kemet, where them call Egypt now.
Yeah.
You understand? And let us look at the temple walls
Yeah.
in Kemet, and everything that is in your Bible is gonna be in the walls. You understand? Look at the Sumerian tablets. You're gonna see stuff in your Bible. You know, see
So
in the
Vegas is a
Sumerian
man we are
tablets.
studying Black history
Definitely.
people.
No,
Definitely.
because Black History
empty.
Month at that too. So
Yeah.
you know, but this is not for me to like fight with anybody. My whole purpose is to edify people.
Alright.
You understand?
Which is right.
And in order for me to edify the sisters and the brothers, then
You have to have your knowledge.
you know, I have to find some ways to reach them too. It's not everybody you're gonna reach with amazing grace.
I was speaking of this. Everybody know Vegas, right?
Right.
You speak your mind on social media.
Big
Bridget,
time.
Right? Some people would say for better or for worse. It work out good. Sometimes it work out alright. Sometimes it work out
Right.
bad.
Right.
Some people would say.
Right.
Do you have any regrets as far as your approach to social media or because it's a really interesting one for artists. A lot of artists aren't so open with their thoughts and that's how they
You know what I've learned? Whatever you put on social media is gonna be there. It's like you say a word and the word gone out and you can't hold back the word.
Okay.
Even if
The
you
word
delete
already
it.
do it damage or the good or whatever the
Yeah.
word is gonna do.
Yes.
So you can't take back the word. So when you put things on social media, it's like a word that you let out. So it's there. You understand? And people can go back and look back at it and all of these things. So you pass, you put in basically your future, you pass everything on social media.
Exactly.
You understand? So for me, if I were to do, you know, things, you know, over again, maybe I would have done some things a different way. And some things I'm proud of.
Anything that you willing to share with us directly?
Well, not really still, but you know, just like me personal, you know,
Yeah,
life and
yeah.
all of them things there.
Yeah.
Because I realize that people love to embrace the negativity more than positivity.
Yeah.
You understand? So I can go on social media. If I call another artist's name, I have thousands of people on my Facebook and alive. If I say I could talk about, you know, pro-black. You know,
say.
pro-blackness, you know, some people don't want to hear about that, you know.
No views are not
Yes,
so much.
and then I could talk about bleaching, you know, people ready for bleach, you know.
Them
I
always
say, I
want
could
to
talk
talk
about, I could talk about melanin, nobody know why I hear about melanin.
I always want to talk about things that are controversial.
Yeah,
essentially.
because you have to understand that it's everybody, you know, it's like the brain has too much to do now, and there are so many things, distraction.
True.
You understand?
Yeah.
People, it's like people life attention span is so limited. So if you're not hit them with something, them then are nothing with you.
She's right.
And Mr. Vegas, you're obviously very outspoken and you have vocalized many times that international artists have stolen dancehall and reggae beats and,
Yeah, man.
and the whole vibe of dancehall music. So you think that's still happening and what would you like to see happen different?
Well, actually, you know, I don't mind people, you know, tapping into the culture, as long as people get credit.
You know the culture vulture terminology. Where
Right.
you stand on the whole.
Well, I don't see it as I see it as being a vulture when they don't give credit.
Okay.
You understand what I say?
So that's where your issue comes
yeah,
in.
you know, if you're gonna record a song with a Jamaican artist,
Yeah.
and you're not gonna give the artist in the form of, you know, feature on the album or on your record, but you're gonna give somebody from overseas a feature credit, you know, then to me, you know, that's like you don't rate the Jamaican artist then.
So you say you now do a tropical house song.
Tropical
Well, I don't even know that genre they still, you know. I don't know that genre too much, you know. You know,
That's what them said, the
I
Rihanna
don't-
music and all that stuff.
I don't even know if that.
Tropical.
Listen, me, Tropical House came and it went, brother. Trust me, nobody not talk about Tropical House again because it was always dancehall or a mixture of
Exactly.
dancehall and little crossover, what them call it, hip hop or whatever them call it, crossover
House
music.
beats,
Yeah.
You know, so you know, it's not
So
a
it's
it's not a real
Vegas
genre.
declare tropical house dead.
It's not a real genre, brother. It's just some people play like a dancehall and put like what them call the pop music with it.
They were trying to make it
And
a
not any
genre,
pop
though.
music, any music goes to a certain audience or to a
Yeah.
certain level, they call it pop music,
Yeah.
you know, it's popular music.
Yeah.
You know, so Tropical House is not a genre. To me still, that's my personal belief, because once you take from something and mix with something and mix with something, you can't have an original name for it.
Yes,
True.
what that?
That's a
True.
copy.
It's a mixture.
Yes, I.
True that.
But music is music still, and it's nice when you merge music together and get a sound. You
Just don't
understand?
call it
Because
what it isn't.
just give the credit where the credit is due.
Exactly,
Yeah, man.
You understand what I'm saying? That is important for our culture as well, you know.
Which
that,
is
that
right.
people can recognize us.
Definitely.
You understand? For example, if a Kanye West was to put Kanye West featuring Assassin on his album, then more people are going to research who's Assassin.
Exactly.
But when you just put Kanye West and you don't see Assassin, you have to go look at the fine print to see Assassin. Or that help Assassin in a way to expose him
the
to
music.
a bigger audience that him can get nominated for even a Grammy. Because people going to be familiar with the name. But when I talk about these things, people say I bad mind still, so I just leave it alone. I talk about melanin.
Speaking of bad mind, on social media, you speak about Chronixx here and there, you know, Grammys, Grammys and Sunfest and all that stuff.
Right.
People have been saying, oh, is Vegas bad mind towards Chronixx? So what would you say to those people who may have that to say?
No, man, Chronixx a great artist, man, but you have to understand that. I think the Sunfest argument, I think people misconstrue the whole thing still, and I could have said it better. So if I had the opportunity to say about that again, I'd have basically explained a little bit better still.
Okay.
But I was basically looking at Chronixx as a dancehall artist at that time because he had like 4 dancehall songs. You understand? So I was looking at him as a person that could come uplift the dancehall community when it was struggling at that time. You understand? In terms of hit songs and stuff like that. So I wanted to see him representing dancehall because the dancehall song was his popular songs at that time.
Okay.
But they had a vision. So I can say basically I was wrong then.
Okay.
To have that mindset of, you know, I think he would have done better on Dancehall Night. That was the whole thing. I thought he would have done better on Dancehall Night instead of International Night.
So you know I have nothing personal against Chronixx directly.
No, man, you're mad, man.
You
You're mad, man. We were in the Grammy committee at a meeting the other day. And we were all basically vouching for Chronixx, to actually win the Grammy because even though Junior Gang to me album is my personal favorite.
Okay.
You understand? But we were vouching for Chronixx to win the Grammys because we were basically saying, you know, it would have break that Marley stigma that
Definitely.
people, were
That's
latching
strong
onto.
out there.
If I have anything against Chronixx, I would have something against music.
Alright. One thing I have to ask you about Vegas while we're talking about the artists them now. Over the years, I always hear things that Vegas I get fight out in the industry, and there's been some animosity potentially between you and Bounty Killer.
Right.
But what's the quick history of that aspect of the thing, and what's the current status of that right now between you and Bounty?
Yo, I don't even know, I don't even entertain them thing, then I just go out and sing I Am Blessing and it work. You understand? And it manifests. If I put everything into my brain and try to analyze everything and why people doing it and all of these things. You have to understand, so some people mentally challenging and some people, alcohol and them things that damage some people balance, you understand? So if your balance is off, then you can't see goodness all the time. You're gonna see a mixture of goodness and evil. So even though you're doing good, you're gonna have some evil vibe in you trying to pull down others and trying to mess up the good that you're doing. So I can't really try to put good out and then try it back and put evil and then put good and put evil. I don't depend on that. I just leave people to time, Virgin, because your mouth, you have to be careful of your mouth. It's not the food that you eat, defile your body, is the words.
That you say, true.
Yes,
Very
and it come back and haunt you too. So be careful when you try to bring down black people, especially people who destroy the melanin like we.
Which is right. Straight positivity in Preen right now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. So what can we expect from you now, Vegas? We see the big things you're doing, so what can we expect to see from you in the future?
Well, right now I'm just on the ground, just like normal when I have some songs that I believe in. I just start do some groundwork, like touch the road, do the road, and link up with the selector them and radio youth them.
Quick question more I ask you, because I see I do some big interview at Foreign.
Right.
I see you do Breakfast Club,
yeah,
tell me about that side, because not a lot of artists get those features, how all those things come up.
Well, that helps because we have some crossover songs like Heads Eye and Hot Girl Today and Hot Walk and Broke It Down.
Big abroad.
These songs play, get a lot of plays on these stations. So it's easy to get an interview, or easier to get an interview if you have a history at the station.
Which is right.
So just that basically, I'm just blessed to have worked with good producers and not just Mr. Vegas alone. Danny Brownie with Heads Eye, Titimus with Broke It Down. You understand? Suku and some other youth with Hot Walk.
Yeah, man, I love the version where you give it today.
Definitely. A
Yes,
mixture
sir.
of everything, I think. We get little old, we get little new.
Yes,
I love
sir.
it. Nice
Yes, sir.
vibe, man. So Vegas, I just want to big you up for coming out today. The songs them was wicked.
Yeah, man.
The vibe is wicked, and we look forward to
Let's
seeing
look
more
out for
from
man. More music, man. More music coming your way, man. You don't know, so yeah. Big up on yourself and just go and take care of yourself, Jamaican people.
Which is right.
And leave the alcohol and the one bag of something and the drugs and the way name the leak and all of them something there. Because people you don't know. This is your pineal gland, and when you start messing with the pineal gland, you got off balance. So don't change your balance. Make it stay the way the creator stay. Let it stay.
Which is right.
Yes,
All right,
Respect.
Mr. Vegas here live
Wonderful.
with it. See you.